"Who are these people?" cried Ned. "How dare they treat us in this way? Are they pirates? Well, next time I see them, I'm going to show them what Ned Land is made of. I'm going to fight back."
"Calm down," said Conseil quietly. "Let's see what happens. We don't even know who these people are yet."
"Well, luckily I've still got my knife, and I'll use it if I have to. The first of these pirates to touch me will see that I mean business."
"Conseil's right, Ned," said I. "You must calm down. We don't know if they are pirates or not. Maybe they will listen to us. We have to find out who they are first." I tried to explore my surroundings. In 5 steps I came to an iron wall. On turning, I bumped into a wooden table and some chairs, but I couldn't find a window or the door. Suddenly the darkness was replaced by a brilliant white light that filled the room. It took some time for our eyes to adjust to it. After a while, our eyes got used to the light.
"At least we can see something now," said Ned.
"Yes, Ned, you're right," I said. "We have more light, but we are still in the dark about who these people are and what they intend to do with us." No noise was heard. Everything seemed dead inside this metal box that was now our home. Was it moving? We didn't know. Was it on top of the ocean or underneath? Again, we had no answer. At that moment I heard a noise. Someone was at the door. The door opened and 2 men appeared. One was a short man. He was very muscular and had broad shoulders. His hair was black, and he had a thick mustache. The second man was more interesting. His black eyes looked around the room, taking in everything. He was tall and could have been 30, 40, or even 50 years old. His eyes were soft and calm, and they seemed to show no fear. He looked at us with a steady gaze. Somehow his presence reassured me. But that gaze! It seemed like he could look into your soul to uncover even the deepest and darkest of your secrets. The second man turned toward his companion and spoke to him in a language I didn't understand. He must have asked the short man a question because he responded by shaking his head. After this brief conversation, the 2 men both looked at me. I decided that this was my moment to speak. But in what language? What language would they understand? I tried first with my native language, French. But they didn't respond. They didn't seem to understand me at all. I tried again. "I am Professor Aronnax, and this is my servant Conseil, and this is Ned Land, the harpooner." The tall man listened to me quietly and with extreme attention, but when I finished speaking, he didn't say a word. It was at this point that I turned to Ned. "Speak to them in English," I suggested. Maybe they would know this almost universal language. But I was wrong. They didn't seem to understand English either. Conseil tried German, and I made another attempt by speaking to them in Latin. But each time the men looked at us blankly. We gave up and looked back at them in silence. The 2 men at this point exchanged some words in their strange language, and left us alone again. The door shut, and we stood there, not knowing what to do. We were tired and confused, and we also had another problem. We were hungry. The door opened again, and a man entered. He brought us clothes made of a material I had never seen before. I got dressed as quickly as I could while the man arranged the table, putting out 3 plates. Finally, we were going to eat something.
"What do you think they eat in this place?" asked Ned. "Tortoise liver and shark stew?"
Ned was trying to be funny, but neither I nor Conseil were laughing. "We shall see," said Conseil. Our dinner was placed on the table. There was no bread or wine. I recognized some of the fish, but many things I had no idea about. I couldn't even tell if they were animal or vegetable. Ned and Conseil didn't seem to care what kind of food it was. They were too hungry. We ate in silence, and when our appetites were satisfied, my two companions stretched out on the floor and fell asleep. But sleep did not come as easily to me. I had too many things to think about, too many questions. The most important question of all was, where are we? When I did fall asleep, I had nightmares about being at the bottom of the sea, surrounded by strange and dangerous creatures. But eventually my tiredness won the day, and I fell into a deeper sleep, leaving my nightmares behind. I don't know how long we slept, but it must have been a long sleep because we felt completely rested. I woke up before the others, and the first thing I did was to look around the room. Nothing had changed. Although the room was large, it was still a prison, and we were its prisoners.
Prisoner, prisoner, prisoner.
Tortoise, tortoise, tortoise.
Appetite, appetite, appetite. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Latin, Latin, Latin. Woke, 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 woke.
你喜欢我的视频，请帮我点赞、订阅、加分享，您的支持就是我最大的动力。If you like this video, please help me to share this video. Thank you for your support.